Today I'm going to do Preachers of L.A. episode 7. It starts off with all the ladies meeting up, all the first ladies, kind of, sort of, you know what I mean. You know, all the ladies of the men. They're meeting up for lunch. They kind of really want to talk to Dominique, give her words of encouragement before her wedding or whatever, and stuff like that. We find out First Lady Lavette and Pastor Ron will not be able to attend because they have to go somewhere else. I guess he has to go preach or she got to go do something. It's something for church, so they won't be able to make it or whatever. So then they bring up Gospel Fest that Sister Maisha coordinates or kind of plans or whatever every year in California. And Gospel Fest is awesome. They have a lot of gospel artists. They have Pastor Cheney. He preaches. It's a really nice event. It always have a lot of people. So if you're ever in the California area when it goes on, it's always, usually in the summertime, that this goes on. It's like either right before the summer or the summertime that Gospel Fest happens. So if you're ever in California, check it out. So then Dominique, you know, it was a lot of editing you could tell that went on with this lunch. A lot. Well, this whole damn show, it was a whole lot of editing. Dominique asks, how do they keep the love life going or whatever, you know, with their husbands or whatever, because she wants, you know, she wants some advice. So, Sister Maisha gonna say, frequency. So everybody was like, frequency what? Like, what are you talking about? So they were like, are you talking about sex? And she was like, yes. So, you know, Dominique is like, well, say sex then. Shit, it's like all those women at the table, we speaking openly. Like, Maisha is the type of person that she puts a facade up when she's not at home to me. It's like, girl, you got a gang of damn kids. Your husband is the one always talking about you could be saved and still sexual or whatever. So don't act like you just such this goody two shoe prude type of person. So yeah, so all of them basically was like a lot of sex. Sister Lavette, First Lady Lavette said different places, and I was even shocked when First Lady Lavette said that, because I was like, I can't even see her. Now Pastor Ron maybe, but her doing it beside doing having sex somewhere besides the bedroom, I couldn't even visualize it. But like Dominique said, like shit, you know, like she a good girl in the streets but a freak in the sheets. And I was like, hey, I'm not mad at that, because you don't supposed to spread, a woman don't supposed to spread her freaky side to everybody and tell everybody how freaky she is. That's for her and her mate. So I can understand that. So I was like, but like I said, I was a little shocked. Then they say, try to say yes as much as possible. And I was sitting there like, if this is the way you keep your husband to have sex with him as much as possible, you don't need to be married. I'm just really honest. I don't think that, as a woman, I don't think that pussy should be able to hold your man. I just don't. I feel like because it's so many girls out there with that would give it away. I don't think that would hold your man. I don't. Being a woman, being responsible, being, you know, having good morals and standards, that's gonna keep your man. Not throwing him pussy every time he wants to have it. Hey, I'm just saying. So yeah, that was cool with them. They talk about Dietrich's parents. They're getting ready to come into town. They really didn't. They really to Dominique. They really blame her for the way a lot of things transpired with Dietrich and his wife and stuff like that. They kind of put a lot of blame on her and don't blame him. They came to his defense and just left her in the wind when she got pregnant. So they talk about that or whatever and how they come into the town or whatever. So then we have Bishop Noel Jones. Him and his little driver is talking. He's sick or whatever. So basically, they were saying, he said that he needs to go to the doctor. The man was like, you know why you're sick? It's because he was basically hinting like, you need to go call Loretta. That's why your ass is sick. So basically, that was them. He said he gonna go see a doctor, whatever. Dietrich and Dominique, they at the house and they're talking about, when they first started talking, I guess they were drinking some kind of soda, root beer, Dr. Pepper, I don't know, some dark ass soda with some fizz. And Dietrich was like something about this can be our fake beer. We could just act like we drinking. And I'm sitting there like, did I miss some shit? Like, do pastors supposed to talk like this? Preachers, pastors, ministers? I don't know. I don't care if he was saying it as a joke. It's just some things that he should not say. I don't care if he's this new age minister, modern pastor, trying to get young people to him. Some things just, as a minister, you just don't say. And why would you even want to have your mindset that this is a beer if you... I don't get it. Whatever. So then they talk about... She asked, do his parents know? And he was like, no. This is where I'm going to call him a bitch boy. Y'all can... It's a lot of people like Dietrich. And kudos to y'all. But Dietrich rubs me the wrong way most of the time that they show him. And to me, this is where I blame him for so much that Dominique is going through when it comes to his parents. First of all, you're not telling your parents. That's a big no-no, because you got them coming to this wedding. They buying gifts. They doing this. Not knowing you guys is married. You know they standards. And so this is going to make them feel some kind of way for her even more, because you guys are adding lies on top of lies or secrets or whatever you want to call it. So that was the problem. We learn right now that, well, we've been learning that his mom is really not feeling Dominique. But to me, like I said, this is his fault. This is his fault. The way Dietrich goes about things with his parents, this is his fault why his parents feel the way they feel about this girl. If he would have went to them as a man and said, look, I know I did wrong, whatever, but I'm seeing this girl, she's pregnant, I want you guys to accept her, this is not her fault, then maybe she wouldn't go through a lot of this. I think that they were so busy protecting him, and he was cool with them protecting him, that he left her by herself and for her to defend for herself. And this is why I hate bitch boys. And when I call them bitch boys, it's mama's boys that don't know how to grow up. I don't mind a mama's boy. I love a man that loves his mama. But I also love a man that knows how to separate from his mom when he supposedly become a man. Sorry. I just feel like there's a time in your life that you should be able to speak to your parents as an adult and say certain things how you feel, certain things what you're going to allow in your life. I don't care if, I'm sorry, I don't care if people are your parents, but there are certain things that you allow and you don't allow in your life, and even if it's your parents. Because, hey, sometimes parents can steer you the wrong way, sometimes they can steer you the right way. But when it comes to you being an adult making decisions, I think that's a life lesson that you have to make on your own. And sometimes parents need to back the fuck up. And, so yeah, like I said, I blame Dominique when it comes to his parents not liking it. I mean, Dietrich. I blame Dietrich for his parents not liking Dominique. Then we have his parents, they arrive. He shows them around the house or whatever. Then his mom wants to know, can she help with the wedding? I think she was kind of trying to reach out to Dominique. Dominique don't know what to say. Dominique feels like she walks on eggshells around his parents. And like I said, once again, it's Dietrich's fault. That this woman can't even be her own woman in her own house because she's scared with what these people is going to say. First of all, I'm sorry, but if I got to walk on eggshells, you're not allowed in my house. His mama, daddy, grandmama, I don't care. If I gotta walk on eggshells somewhere I pay my bills and rent, you can't come in. Tell them to come outside, you talk to them in the car. I'm just saying. After that, Maisha is at home doing the family thing, just getting her kids home from school. Pastor Cheney is sitting there. They're trying to talk about Gospel Fest, and these damn kids is running around, jumping on shit. I was cracking up, because I was just like, that's a typical house with kids. You're trying to handle business, and if you got your kids there, you got to tend to them and work around your kids. Just saying. After that, because this episode really was nothing but about Gospel Fest and Dominique. Then we have Dietrich and Dominique. They go eat with their parents. They talk about their flight. He was like, I guess, trying to ease into the conversation. Then he was just like, fuck it, let me just tell him. So he tells them that they're married. The mom and daddy looking like, they look like they want to say something else, but the mama was just like, okay, we okay with it. We cool. Because what else was she going to say on the camera? And she's supposed, I'm just saying. She gave me this look like I really want to say something, but I can't say what I really want to say. But we're going to be cool with it for right now. Then Dominique invited her to the bridal shower, so they kind of break the ice with that. The bishop asked him about blessing the baby and stuff like, because he wants to bless the baby. So I guess they're going to bless the baby after the ceremony, the wedding ceremony, before the bishop go back to Detroit. So then Dietrich brings up about him preaching or whatever, like, and stuff like that. And the bishop said that he has to restore him to preaching. And I think Dominique felt, not Dominique, but Dietrich felt some kind of way for his dad saying that, because his dad was telling him he has fallen. So I guess he has to show him that he is the man of God, and he can still preach and stuff like that. You got to show, I guess, the bishop stuff like that. I don't know, but I understood what the dad was saying, and I don't think that Dietrich really takes responsibility of what he's done. I don't think he realized what he done as a supposedly man of God, that divorced his wife, regardless of what the situation is with him and his wife, because there's so many rumors and stories. I don't know what the fuck to believe. But it's something about the way he did that with the wife, the way he got with Dominique, and it was a secret, and her getting pregnant, and all this secrecy. So I understood what the bishop was saying. Now, I don't know the protocol of how can he get back to preaching, whatever, but Dietrich felt some kind of way because he felt like he's not living up to his daddy's standards. And I think that's when they need to sit down and have a man-to-man talk with just them, no cameras, because I think Dietrich puts on some time for the cameras. But I think they just need to have that sit down, finally have that sit down father and son talk, and just get everything out in the fucking open. And understand why his dad feel the way he do. And him own up to the shit that he did. He just feel like people should get over it. I made a mistake, and people should get over it. But you supposed to be a man of God. You supposed to be this preacher, minister, or whatever. So there's different standards people hold you to. I'm just saying. Gospel Fest. Let me just get with Gospel Fest. Everybody was talking about was that Brandy's supposedly best friend, Tanisha best friend, reality show best friend. Yeah, that was her. Yeah, okay, so we'll get that out the way. Sound was messed up. Gospel Fest went 2 hours. I think it was like 2 hours running late. Because of the sound, whatever. It finally get up. Everybody performed. Maisha performed at the end of the thing. They said she was Jesus twerking. I was like, okay, if that's what you call some shit looking like the funky chicken, okay. But that was Gospel Fest. She performed. I didn't even know she was a singer. Hey. But, hey, she did good. Hey. That's all I'm going to say about Gospel Fest. Bishop went to go get his results. His cholesterol was high. His blood pressure was high. His doctor told him if he knows somebody that could take care of him, he needs to do it. So he figured out he'll go back to Loretto. I was like, are you fucking serious? Come on now. But then, yeah, that was that. Loretta is at her restaurant. The bishop go talk to her and basically tell her he wants her back. And I was like, yeah, only because you're sick. And I think she noticed that because she was like, oh, now that you're sick, now that you figured out, I think they're going to get back together, whatever. But I was like, if they going to show his baby out of wedlock, can't nobody tell me that this man is not fucking out of wedlock. Can't. Why would you all of a sudden want a woman back if y'all ain't having sex? You ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? What you want her back for? You got a baby out of wedlock because they said it was confirmed that he had the baby with old girl from the X Factor. So I just don't get good vibes from Dietrich, Bishop McClendon, and Bishop Jones. I just don't get good vibes from them. They just can't. They just ain't the type of people that can save my soul. I'm just saying. What else happened? Dominique and Dietrich's mom, they finally sit down and have that woman-to-woman talk that I thought that was very important in this situation. The mama apologized for the way she handled Dominique in the beginning and how she came at her, and she said she was protecting her son, and Dominique was just like, well, I understand that, but I just thought that you guys would take me into consideration because of I was carrying the child and stuff like that. And she was like, well, I didn't know you, and that still don't give her no excuse. I don't care if you don't know her. It's still like, damn, this girl is pregnant, so don't stress her out. That's just being a woman about the situation. Come on now. But like I said, she apologized. Dominique forgave her. They worked it out, and that was cool. At the end, they have Dominique's bridal shower. Everybody's getting along. She had it at Loretta's restaurant, so I thought that was cool of Loretta to give her the bridal shower there. Bridal shower there. She had opened her gift. She had some sex toys. The paper on the table caught on fire, and that was basically the end of the episode. Dietrich's mom spoke some words of encouragement and let it be known that she's accepting Dominique into the family at the bridal shower. And like I said, that was it. So this was my review for the Preachers of L.A. season 1, episode 7. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Also follow my boy Mike B 801. Check him out. He also do reviews for Preachers of LA. Check out Tasha C. Some more love. Always check out my girl Ashley Miller 1987. Even though she don't do Preachers of LA, well, she do it in her What It Is video. So check out all her What It Is videos. They are hilarious. She be on point. I love it. But yeah, that's all I really have for today. I'll be back tomorrow for Scandal and the Braxtons. So yeah, check me out and talk to you later. All right, peace.